Paddy's review. My review of the weekend's Premier League games. Starting the early match on Saturday, Leicester Leeds. The first match, uh, as Jesse March being the manager of Leeds United, I thought they played quite well. And when they didn't have the ball, they conceded less space as they did under Marcel Bielsa. And even when they went forward, they were not as gun ho as they were in the previous games. And I thought Leeds played very well. They created some great chances, such as Fairbo and Rafinha in the second half. And I thought Leeds were quite unfortunate to lose the game because I thought they were the better side. But Leicester, they only got one chance they scored, whereas Leeds created loads of chances, didn't score. So I think just being the clinicalness between the two teams was the difference. Leicester one chance score, Leeds loads of chance no score. So I think that was the difference. But so some positive signs under Jesse March. They were tougher to break down. They were not as gung ho. There was not as much space, and it's a big week for Leeds coming up. Villa at home, Norwich at home, and I think it was the right decision to play Patrick Bamford against Leicester because I do think you need him for the final few months of the season. The 3 o'clock matches, brilliant to see Ivan Toney score a hat trick, big win for Brentford as they try and avoid the drop. And there's been some question marks lately about Brentford. Like the way they've dropped down the table. I think this was a big result for them. Also Newcastle now way clear of the relegation zone. Like I think since Eddie Howe's become the manager, he's done a brilliant job. But he's also rejuvenated Ryan Fraser. Like, he's getting the best out of him. I don't know how he's done it, but even when he was at Bournemouth, he used to do that as well. So I think since Howe has come in, Ryan Fraser's game has gone, and plus they made some good signs in the transfer window. I thought the signing of Dan Bourne from Brighton was a brilliant signing for Newcastle, and elsewhere on Saturday 3 o'clock, Philippe Coutinho shows again why he's been a brilliant season, a brilliant signing for Aston Villa, and he still has quality. He's still a brilliant player, and it's a good win for Villa. At home against a very good Southampton team, and I think that was a good result for them. And Chelsea winning 4-0, good result for them. Reece James back to his best. He's going to be an important player for Chelsea towards the end of the season. But big defeat for Burnley. That was a bad week for them. 2 defeats at home. And I do think it's going to be a tough battle for Burnley to avoid the relegation zone this year. And the final 3 o'clock game, Crystal Palace. I actually predicted that Palace would beat Wolves. Brilliant win for Crystal Palace. Talking about doom and gloom, there was a lot of doom and gloom the summer when Patrick Vieira left when Roy Hodgson left Crystal Palace, I should say. But Patrick Vieira has done an unbelievable job since he's come in, and if they had to finish top half this year, he could be another contender for manager of the year. Half five on Saturday, Liverpool West Ham, enjoyable match. West Ham played really well, and I'd say David Moyes was frustrated. West Ham didn't score a chance from the ones they created because they created some great chances of the match. Liverpool we're not the best, but it's an important thing to ground out results. You look at all the teams that won the Premier League over the years, they found a way to grind out a result, and I think this was an important win for Liverpool to keep up their pursuit of winning the Premier League this season. On Sunday, Watford and Arsenal. I was very impressed the way Arsenal played. I think Mikel Arteta has done an incredible job at Arsenal. Like he has some players playing brilliantly now, like Overgaard. And Bukayo Saka's just gone another level. His goal on Sunday was unbelievable. Like 9 goals this season. Like he is playing in the form of his life. At the back, they look a bit more solid with the likes of White, Gabriel, Ramsdale, and goal. And with 3 games in hand now, Arsenal, I think top four is in their own hands. I think they are in pole position at the moment for fourth place. They're playing really well. And the half hour match, Man City against Man United, the Manchester Derby, for Kevin De Bruyne to reach 50 goals in the Premier League, I think is unbelievable. Like, I think he's one of the best players in the midfield in Europe. But you're talking about special talents, and you should have watched Phil Foden against United because I think his performance was unbelievable. And he's just going to be a special player, and he has all the attributes to be one of the best in the game. I think he's unbelievable, and a good win for City. That keeps them 6 points ahead. But for Man United, they started the game really well. They scored a great goal to get back to 1-1. Jadon Sancho, I think he's really improved as the season has gone on for Manchester United. he's playing really well at the moment. Elanga showed again that he has got a lot of potential, but I just think you look at the start of the season and look at the forward line. Man United had the options of playing Cavani, Ronaldo, Greenwood, Martial, Rashford, and on Sunday they played two midfielders of false nine. Like, why does that happen? And like, you look at the team and you look at some of the goals that they conceded, it was very sloppy. Wan-Bissaka was poor for the first goal. Alex Tellez on his heels. Like, he should be more alert than that. The second goal was an unbelievable save with the hay, and then there was a bit of pinball. And the third goal, I know it was a great ball by De Bruyne, a great finish by Mahrez, but they didn't close Mahrez down. And some of the goals they conceded were very sloppy. Man United are relying on the hay to make loads of saves, and he was another impressive performance of the weekend. But I thought the attitude of the players that went 3-1 was absolutely atrocious. If you're playing at Manchester United, the Manchester Derby, like, you should show a lot of fight, a bit of character. You should have personal pride that you want to play well. Like, even 3-1, there was still a lot of the match to go. Like, you could have got 3-2, you never know. But the way they just packed it in, threw the towel in, I should say, like, that just says it all about your club. If that's the attitude the players have, you know, the club are a million miles away from getting back to where they once were. And I do think now, with being 1 point behind Arsenal 3 games in hand, I just think Manchester United have dropped too many points. I don't think Man United will finish top four this season. And the Monday Night Football, Spurs and Everton, a brilliant win for Spurs. It looks like Harry Kane is back to his best since that performance against Man City. He's got another level. Two brilliant goals again last night. 176 now. He's got ahead of Thierry Henry. I think he will, if he manages to keep fit and manages to stay in the Premier League, I think he will break Alan Shearer's record, because I do think Harry Kane is phenomenal. And it's great to see Matt Doherty getting a run in the team for Spurs. But for Everton, it's going to take a lot for Everton to stay up this year. I don't think Lampard was the answer, to be honest. I know he's a good up and coming manager, but I don't think throwing him into the deep end and relegation battle was the thing to do. So hope you enjoyed the weekend's action. Thank you.